The world of hip-hop has always reflected the harsh realities of the streets, from struggles with violence to navigating the justice system. For some rappers, these connections go far beyond lyrics, leading to charges that have shocked the industry and their fans. Today, we're exploring the stories of 15 rappers who were charged with murder, and the reasons why. We begin with Tay-K, whose case took the internet by storm in 2017. The then 17-year-old rapper gained infamy for releasing The Race, a song bragging about evading law enforcement while he was on the run for a murder charge. Tay-K was accused of participating in a robbery that led to the death of 21-year-old Ethan Walker in Mansfield, Texas. Prosecutors argued that he and his crew planned the robbery, and though Tay-K didn't pull the trigger, he was held accountable. In 2019, he was sentenced to 55 years in prison. The case of YNW Melly shook the music world in 2019. Known for hits like Murder on My Mind, the Florida rapper was charged with the murder of his close friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sacktisser. Authorities alleged Melly staged the killings to look like a drive-by shooting. Prosecutors pointed to evidence, including cell phone records that allegedly placed Melly at the crime scene. As of now, he remains in legal limbo, awaiting trial, with his music career on hold. Corey Miller, better known as C Murder, rose to fame as part of No Limit Records. However, his career was overshadowed by his conviction for the 2002 murder of 16-year-old Steve Thomas. Witnesses claimed C Murder shot Thomas during an altercation at a nightclub. Miller has long maintained his innocence, with new evidence surfacing in recent years suggesting he may not have been the shooter. Despite this, he remains in prison, serving a life sentence. In 2005, Gucci Mane found himself at the center of a deadly confrontation. The Atlanta rapper was accused of killing a man named Henry Lee Clark IEI, also known as Pookie Lock, in what Gucci claimed was self-defense during an attempted home invasion. The charges were dropped due to insufficient evidence, but the incident became a cornerstone of Gucci's music and public persona, particularly in his feud with fellow rapper Jeezy. DaBaby's meteoric rise almost ended before it began when he was involved in a fatal shooting in a North Carolina Walmart in 2018. The rapper claimed self-defense, stating that he was protecting his family during a confrontation with 19-year-old Jalen Craig. While DaBaby avoided murder charges, he was convicted of carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. The incident remains a controversial chapter in his career. Even legends aren't exempt from the law. In 1993, Snoop Dogg and his bodyguard were charged with the murder of Philip Woldemariam, a rival gang member. The case hinged on whether the killing was in self-defense, as Snoop and his bodyguard claimed the victim had threatened them. After a highly publicized trial, Snoop was acquitted in 1996, allowing him to continue his iconic music career. Former Bad Boy Records rapper G-Dep stunned the industry in 2010 when he confessed to a cold case murder from 1993. He admitted to shooting a man during an attempted robbery, not realizing the victim had died. Racked with guilt, G-Dep turned himself in and was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. His story serves as a tragic reminder of the lasting consequences of street violence. Las Vegas rapper Mac Minister gained notoriety for his role in the 2005 murders of Anthony Fat Tone Watkins and Jermaine Cowboy Akins. Prosecutors alleged that the killings were revenge for the murder of Bay Area rapper Mac Dre. Though Watkins and Akins were not involved in Dre's death, Minister was convicted in 2008 and is currently serving a life sentence. In 2010, Boosie Badazz, formerly Lil Boosie, faced first-degree murder charges for allegedly hiring a hitman to kill Terry Boyd. While Boosie was acquitted of the murder, the trial painted a dark picture of his life at the time, filled with gang ties and violence. The rapper has since turned his life around, focusing on his music and family. Though not directly charged with murder, Bobby Shmurda's 2014 arrest highlighted the blurred lines between music and street life. The rapper and his GS9 crew were accused of being involved in a series of violent crimes, including shootings and murders. Bobby's plea deal resulted in a 7-year sentence, during which he maintained his innocence regarding murder charges. Before his tragic death in 2020, King Von was implicated in multiple murders, including the 2014 killing of Malcolm Stuckey in Chicago. Vaughn and an associate were accused of shooting Stuckey outside a party. Though Vaughn beat the case, his reputation as a feared street figure followed him throughout his career. His music often reflected his turbulent past. Chicago rapper Tay Sav was charged with the 2019 murder of a man named Marlon Jones. Authorities allege that Tay Sav and an accomplice ambushed Jones in retaliation for a gang-related dispute. The charges reinforced the deadly cycle of gang violence that continues to plague Chicago's music scene. In 1992, Sacramento rapper X-Rated was convicted of first-degree murder for his role in a home invasion that led to the death of Patricia Harris. Prosecutors pointed to his lyrics as evidence, claiming they described the crime in detail. X-Rated has since renounced his past and continues to make music from behind bars. Philadelphia rapper Cassidy faced murder charges in 2005 after a shooting left one man dead and two others injured. The rapper claimed self-defense, and the charges were eventually reduced to involuntary manslaughter. Cassidy served 8 months in prison and has since focused on rebuilding his career. Before his untimely death in 2021, Drakeo the Ruler was charged with murder in connection to a 2016 shooting. Though he was eventually acquitted, the case highlighted the intersection of music, gang culture, and the justice system in Los Angeles. Drakeo's unique style and resilience in the face of legal battles left an indelible mark on hip-hop. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the complex relationship between hip-hop and the streets. While some artists have used their experiences as a platform for change, others remain entangled in the cycles of violence they grew up in. What do you think of the blurred lines between music, fame, and the streets? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories from the world of hip-hop.